As I rolled my rig down that desolate stretch of highway, the darkness enveloped me like a shroud, with only the dim glow of the dashboard and the occasional flicker of passing streetlights to break the monotony. The radio crackled with static as I tried to stay awake, my eyelids heavy and my mind a whirlwind of thoughts. The endless road seemed to stretch on forever, and the monotonous hum of the engine threatened to lull me to sleep. My hands clenched the steering wheel, knuckles white with the effort of maintaining focus. That's when I saw it, a shadowy figure up ahead on the side of the road. A hitchhiker, of all things. What on earth was someone doing out here in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere? I muttered to myself, the words escaping my lips in a whisper. What's someone doing out here in the middle of the night? My curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to slow down and pull over. My rig rumbled to a halt on the lonely highway, and I waited for the figure to approach. The hitchhiker emerged from the darkness, their features hidden beneath a hooded jacket. They had a tired and disheveled appearance, and I could see in their eyes that they'd been walking for miles. They came up to the window and knocked gently. "Hey," he headed west. The hitchhiker inquired, their voice carrying the wariness of the road. I studied the hitchhiker for a moment and replied, "Yeah, hop in." The hitchhiker climbed into the cab, offering a quick but appreciative nod. As we merged back onto the road, I couldn't help but feel a sense of unease settle over me. There was something odd about this hitchhiker, something that didn't sit quite right. We began to strike up a conversation, a feeble attempt to break the silence that weighed down on us like a heavy fog. I learned that the hitchhiker's name was Michael, and he was traveling to a small town out west to visit family. He spoke of how he had hit a rough patch in life and decided to walk the highway, seeking a new beginning. As we talked, his story seemed genuine, but there was something in the back of my mind that nagged at me. Then, as we rumbled down that dark and deserted highway, a sinister chill overcame the cab. Michael's demeanor suddenly shifted, his voice taking on a threatening tone. He sneered, "You shouldn't have picked me up." My heart skipped a beat as I turned my head to look at him, my eyes meeting his, which were now filled with malice. In that moment, he pulled out a knife from the depths of his jacket. Panic coursed through my veins, and I knew I had to act fast. With a surge of adrenaline, I yanked the steering wheel to the side, sending the massive rig swerving erratically across the road. Michael, taken by surprise, lost his balance and was thrown against the door. The truck's tires screeched as I fought to regain control of the vehicle, my heart pounding in my chest. As the truck steadied, I reached for my phone to call for help. My trembling fingers fumbled with the device, and I dialed 911 as quickly as I could. I relayed our location and the situation to the operator, hoping they would dispatch help as soon as possible. Michael, now injured and disoriented, struggled to regain his footing. The flashing lights of a patrol car in the distance grew closer, and I could see the relief wash over him as he realized his escape was thwarted. The police officer approached the scene, gun drawn, and ordered Michael to drop the weapon. As Michael complied, he was taken into custody and handcuffed. The officer then turned his attention to me, ensuring that I was unharmed. Shaken but physically okay, I provided a statement about the strange encounter and the sudden shift in Michael's behavior. The aftermath of the incident left me with many questions. Who was Michael, and what led him to turn on me so suddenly? The police began their investigation, digging into Michael's background and trying to piece together the puzzle. It turned out that he had a history of mental health issues and a criminal record, which raised even more concerns about the circumstances surrounding his presence on that lonely highway. As the days passed, the search for answers continued. The police were determined to uncover any connections Michael might have had with criminal activities in the area. They reached out to my trucking company, seeking any information that might shed light on this strange encounter. In the weeks that followed, I couldn't help but wonder about what could have happened if I hadn't reacted quickly or if I hadn't picked up that hitchhiker in the first place. It served as a stark reminder of the dangers that lurked in the darkness, even on desolate stretches of road. While the investigation into Michael's motives and background was ongoing, my life gradually returned to its normal routine. But the memory of that fateful night remained etched in my mind. The incident had left me more cautious and vigilant, knowing that the road could be a place of both adventure and danger, often hidden in the shadows of the night. The night safari in Kenya was an experience I had anticipated for months. The thought of observing the majestic wildlife under the cover of darkness filled me with excitement and curiosity. Our group of enthusiastic tourists, accompanied by experienced guides, set off into the African wilderness, eager to witness the secrets of the nocturnal world. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, our journey began. The night air carried with it the sounds of the wild, a symphony of rustling leaves and distant animal calls. Our jeep navigated through the rugged terrain, the beams of our headlights piercing the darkness. Amidst our fascination with the sights and sounds of the night, our adventure took a sudden, terrifying turn. The abrupt halt of our vehicle and the illuminated figures of armed men ahead sent shockwaves through our group. Local bandits, their faces obscured by the shadows, stood in our path, their intentions menacingly clear. Fear gripped us, but instinct kicked in. We reached for the rifles, meant for safeguarding against wildlife encounters, now our only defense against the human threat before us. Tension crackled in the air as the standoff escalated into a chaotic exchange of gunfire. My heart raced as I aimed, my hands trembling with a mix of fear and determination. The bandits, emboldened by their numbers, attempted to advance. We, the tourists turned defenders, held firm, our resolve unyielding. The night echoed with a cacophony of gunshots, each blast a stark reminder of the perilous situation we found ourselves in. Time seemed to stand still, the adrenaline-fueled minutes stretching into an eternity as we fought to protect ourselves and our means of escape. Yet, in the midst of the chaos, a realization dawned, the importance of coordinated action and swift response. Amidst the chaos, we managed to communicate with the local authorities, relaying every detail of the confrontation and providing vital information that could lead to the apprehension of the assailants. The bandits, sensing the unwavering defense we presented, eventually retreated into the darkness, leaving us shaken but alive. With trembling hands, we contacted the local police, their swift response a beacon of hope in the aftermath of the harrowing ordeal. The authorities wasted no time, mobilizing a substantial team to track down the criminals. Their determination to bring the perpetrators to justice was unwavering. We cooperated fully, recounting every detail and providing any information that could aid in the apprehension. Days passed, and with each passing moment, a lingering sense of unease lingered. However, news arrived, a testament to the efficiency and dedication of the local law enforcement. The bandits had been located and apprehended, their reign of terror halted, thanks to the combined efforts of the tourists and the authorities. The aftermath left an indelible mark on all of us, a mix of relief, gratitude, and a newfound respect for the unpredictable nature of travel. Our night safari, initially envisioned as an adventure into the mysteries of the African night, transformed into a testament of resilience and unity in the face of danger. The incident underscored the importance of preparation when venturing into unfamiliar territories and emphasized the crucial role of collaboration with local authorities for the safety of travelers and residents alike. The memories of that night lingered, the adrenaline-fueled moments of conflict, the anxious wait for help, and the relief upon knowing that justice prevailed. It was a stark reminder that sometimes the most unexpected adventures can teach us the most valuable lessons about courage, solidarity, and the unpredictable nature of the world around us. In 2016, I found myself in a foreign land, Morocco, a land of vibrant culture and stunning landscapes. I had embarked on this journey to explore the beauty of this North African country, immerse myself in its rich history, and savor its mouth-watering cuisine. Little did I know that one evening at a local restaurant would turn into a terrifying experience would change my perception of this place forever. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the city, I decided it was time to head back to my hotel. I hailed a cab, and a car driven by a local appeared before me. Initially, everything seemed perfectly ordinary, the driver polite and friendly. But as the minutes passed and we ventured deeper into the night, the situation took a dark turn. The cab driver abruptly veered off the main road onto a deserted, dimly lit street. Anxiety began to grip my heart as I realized we were heading into an area that felt far from safe. My instincts were screaming at me, telling me that I might be in grave danger. My heart raced as the cab driver's behavior grew increasingly erratic. He demanded an exorbitant sum, far more than what we had agreed upon at the beginning of the journey. Panic welled up inside me, and I understood that I needed to act swiftly. This was no ordinary taxi ride. The cab driver eventually pulled over on the desolate street, his aggression mounting. Fear coursed through my veins, but I knew I couldn't let it paralyze me. In that pivotal moment, I made a life-changing decision. With trembling hands, I flung open the car door and bolted out into the street, my voice piercing the night with desperate screams for help. The sudden urgency in my actions caught the attention of passers-by who had been unaware of my plight. Several kind-hearted souls rushed to my side, their concern and compassion providing a stark contrast to the cab driver's malevolence. In the midst of chaos and fear, I found solace in the warmth and support of strangers who had come to my aid. With the help of these compassionate individuals, I was able to identify the perpetrator, and he was brought to justice. The legal process in Morocco took its course, and he faced the consequences of his actions. Through a combination of witness testimonies, security camera footage, and my own account, the authorities built a strong case against the cab driver. His arrest sent shockwaves through the local community, highlighting the importance of safety for both residents and tourists. As the trial unfolded, it became clear that the cab driver had a history of engaging in criminal activities. This revelation spurred a movement within the local community to improve safety measures for travelers and locals alike. The incident acted as a catalyst for change, leading to the establishment of stricter regulations for taxi services and a renewed focus on ensuring the well-being of tourists in Morocco. The experience had a lasting impact on me as well. It reminded me of the importance of staying vigilant and trusting my instincts when traveling to unfamiliar places. It also reinforced my belief in the kindness of strangers as I continued to receive support and encouragement from the people who had come to my rescue. In the end, my journey through Morocco was marked not only by its breathtaking beauty and cultural richness, but also by the resilience and unity I had witnessed in the face of adversity. It was a lesson in the strength of the human spirit, the power of community, and the ability to overcome fear and danger with courage and compassion. Morocco, for me, became a land of contrasts, where the worst and the best of human nature coexisted, and I was grateful to have experienced both sides of its complex tapestry. Amelia had always been captivated by the allure of travel, so when the opportunity arose for her to explore Brazil, she eagerly embarked on the adventure. As the sun dipped beneath the horizon, casting an amber hue across the landscape, she found herself aboard a bus hurtling through the Brazilian countryside. The rhythmic hum of the engine lulled some passengers into a light slumber, while others gazed out of the windows, mesmerized by the passing scenery. The tranquility shattered when the bus halted at a dimly lit gas station, a fleeting pause for weary travelers to stretch their legs and restock on refreshments. Little did they know, this respite would transform into a harrowing ordeal. As Amelia alighted from the bus, she marveled at the star-studded sky, oblivious to the impending danger. Suddenly, a commotion erupted as a group of local youths descended upon the station, their intentions menacingly clear. With bandanas masking their faces and glints of malice in their eyes, they stormed onto the bus, wielding threats and demanding valuables from the terrified passengers. Amid the chaos, Amelia found herself confronted by one of the assailants. Despite her attempts to defuse the situation, a flurry of violence ensued, leaving her battered and injured. Panic reverberated through the bus, yet amidst the turmoil, a unified spirit emerged. Courage ignited within the passengers. They refused to succumb to fear and instead rallied together. A collective resolve welled up, prompting swift action. Amidst the chaos, some passengers stealthily contacted the local authorities, providing crucial details, while others comforted the injured. Minutes felt like an eternity until the flashing lights of law enforcement pierced through the night. The perpetrators, unaware of the passengers' quick thinking, continued their spree until the long arm of the law closed in on them. With precision and swiftness, the authorities apprehended the culprits, thanks to the passengers' decisive actions and cooperation. Amelia, though shaken by the ordeal, found solace in the solidarity displayed by strangers turned allies. As medics tended to her injuries, a sense of resilience emanated from the unity forged in adversity. The collective bravery of those passengers transcended language barriers and cultural differences, binding them in a shared experience that altered their journey. In the following days, the wheels of justice turned as the perpetrators faced trial. Testimonies from the passengers served as pillars of truth, ensuring that those responsible for the night's terror were held accountable for their actions. Through adversity, the passengers emerged not just as survivors, but as beacons of resilience and unity. Their actions echoed far beyond the confines of that fateful bus, resonating as a testament to the strength found in collective solidarity. Amelia, despite the initial trauma, continued her journey through Brazil. The ordeal left an indelible mark on her, shaping her perception of the world. It wasn't just a story of survival, but a testament to the unwavering spirit of humanity and the incredible power of unity in the face of adversity. And as she continued her travels, she carried with her not just the memories of the incident, but the enduring belief in the importance of standing together, no matter the circumstances. The sun hung low on the horizon, casting a warm golden hue across the Tunisian landscape as I ventured on my rented moped. The day had been filled with marvels: the ancient ruins, the vibrant markets, and the welcoming smiles of locals. As dusk approached, I relished the idea of experiencing the country's nighttime charm. Riding along winding roads, I marveled at the shifting scenery, a tapestry of olive groves and rustic villages. However, as the night deepened, the illumination from my moped's headlight became my sole beacon in the darkness. Suddenly, the tranquility shattered. A group of teenagers emerged from the shadows, their presence unsettling. Their eyes gleamed with a mixture of mischief and menace as they encircled me, their demand for the moped cutting through the night air like a knife. My heart raced with apprehension, my attempts to reason met with their aggressive persistence. With outnumbered odds, I knew resisting would be futile, but desperation and a flicker of defiance pushed me to fight back. Yet, the sheer force of their numbers overwhelmed me. I was thrown to the ground, the world spinning as darkness enveloped my consciousness. When awareness returned, it was a blurry world of concerned faces and muffled voices. Struggling to focus, I found myself amidst a gathering crowd, their murmurs a cacophony of worry. An angelic figure emerged, a local who spoke fluent English and offered aid, swiftly calling for an ambulance. The hospital became a sanctuary, the sterile scent of antiseptic mingling with the hum of medical equipment. Nurses and doctors tended to my injuries with care, their kindness a balm to the pain that throbbed through my body. Upon regaining strength, I resolved to seek justice. Contacting the local authorities, I recounted the ordeal in meticulous detail. Their efforts were commendable, combing through the neighborhood, questioning residents, and pursuing any lead that could unravel the mystery. However, the cruel reality unfolded, a fruitless pursuit. The moped remained lost, swallowed by the darkness along with the assailants who had vanished into the labyrinthine streets. Despite my cooperation, the culprits remained elusive, leaving a trail of frustration and a lingering sense of injustice. The aftermath was a convoluted ordeal. The rental agency demanded recompense for the lost moped. a bitter pill to swallow as I grappled with the unfair burden placed upon me as the victim of a crime. The local police, despite their diligence, were unable to apprehend the perpetrators, leaving a sense of dissatisfaction and helplessness in their wake. The incident was a stark reminder, a cautionary tale that echoed the importance of vigilance and safety while traveling in unfamiliar territories. It underscored the necessity of heeding warnings and being mindful of one's surroundings, especially in secluded areas or during the nocturnal hours. Yet, amidst the shadows of adversity, there emerged a glimmer of light, the kindness of strangers, the compassionate souls who rushed to my aid, the healthcare professionals who tended to my wounds, and the locals who empathized with my plight restored my faith in humanity. Though marred by unfortunate events, my journey in Tunisia was not solely defined by this incident. The country's rich tapestry of history, culture, and warmth lingered as vivid memories, testaments to the resilience of the human spirit and the beauty found even in the face of adversity. As I bid farewell to Tunisia, I carried with me not only the lessons learned, but also a deeper appreciation for the resilience and compassion inherent in the human experience. The incident, though harrowing, served as a catalyst for growth, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, kindness and perseverance prevail. As I revved the engine of the rented motorcycle, the Spanish night air carried with it a sense of adventure. The streets of the city gleamed under the dimly lit glow of streetlights, casting elongated shadows as I navigated through the maze of cobblestone pathways. The night seemed alive with the whispers of history and the vibrant energy of modernity intertwining in the heart of Spain. With the wind caressing my face and the hum of the engine beneath me, I relished the freedom of the open road. But amidst the euphoria of the night ride, my senses caught a faint rumble, and my rearview mirrors revealed two shadowy figures on motorcycles trailing me, their intent shrouded in mystery. Initially dismissing it as mere coincidence, my gut instinct whispered caution. Gradually, the distance between us dwindled as the ominous pair closed in. Their movements became more assertive, hinting at motives beyond mere casual riding. Alarm bells rang in my mind as their maneuvers grew aggressive, attempting to flank me, a clear sign of an impending threat. My pulse quickened, adrenaline surged through my veins as I realized their intent: robbery, or worse, a theft attempt of the motorcycle. With reflexes honed by instinct and a need for survival, I pushed the motorcycle to its limits, maneuvering through narrow alleyways and weaving through the labyrinth of streets, determined to shake off my pursuers. The cityscape blurred as I raced ahead, each turn a gamble, each alley a potential escape route. I clung to the hope of finding a haven amidst the bustling city. Spotting a beacon of hope, I spotted a brightly lit cafeteria ahead. Without hesitation, I steered the motorcycle towards it, the pursuit intensifying behind me. As I skidded to a halt outside the cafeteria, the adrenaline-fueled rush was replaced by a sense of urgency. Rushing inside, I sought refuge and safety from the staff and patrons. Their alarmed faces mirrored my own anxiety as I relayed the harrowing chase that had unfolded on the streets just moments ago. The staff, quick to comprehend the gravity of the situation, swiftly provided assistance, offering solace and comfort in the face of uncertainty. With their support, I alerted the local authorities, their reassurance calming my frayed nerves as I awaited their arrival. Minutes felt like hours as I sat in the sanctuary of the cafeteria, surrounded by concerned faces and a shared understanding of the close call that had unfolded in the nocturnal streets of Spain. The staff, epitomizing hospitality, stood by my side, offering words of encouragement and support while maintaining a vigilant eye on the surroundings. The distant wail of sirens signaled the arrival of the police, their presence a beacon of security in the wake of danger. I recounted the chilling events to the authorities, their professionalism and determination evident as they took swift action, promising to investigate the incident and ensure my safety. The night that had begun with the allure of exploration had transformed into a tale of narrow escape, and the kindness of strangers turned protectors. As I reflected on the night's events, I couldn't help but acknowledge the importance of caution and the value of seeking refuge in the embrace of community, especially in unfamiliar terrain. The ordeal had etched a profound lesson in my travel chronicles: the significance of vigilance, quick thinking, and the unwavering support found in unexpected places. As I bid farewell to the compassionate souls of the cafeteria, gratitude swelled within me for their unwavering aid in a moment of dire need. With a renewed sense of caution and an appreciation for the resilience found within myself and others, I resumed my journey, cherishing the lessons learned amidst the enigmatic charm of Spain's nighttime allure. The memory of that fateful night ride would forever remain etched in my consciousness, a testament to the unexpected trials and the unwavering human spirit that thrives even in the face of adversity. As a tourist exploring the vibrant streets of Spain, I found myself immersed in the rich culture and lively nightlife that the country had to offer. It was during one adventurous evening that a group of us, fellow travelers seeking the excitement of the Spanish nightlife, decided to cap off the night at a bustling club. With a desire to return to our hotel safely, we hailed a cab, placing our trust in the hands of the driver to navigate us back to our accommodation. Little did we know that this decision would lead us into a nerve-wracking and unexpected ordeal. As the cab ventured through the city streets, the familiar landmarks began to fade into obscurity, and a sense of unease settled within our group. The driver seemed to deviate from the usual route, steering us toward a remote and desolate path, far removed from the familiar roads leading to our hotel. A collective murmur of concern arose among us as we exchanged worried glances, realizing that something was amiss. The tension escalated as the cab neared the remote destination, and apprehension hung thick in the air like an ominous cloud. Abruptly, the cab screeched to a halt, and a chilling silence engulfed us as the driver's accomplices emerged from the shadows, their menacing figures casting an eerie pallor on the night. Fear gripped us as they menacingly demanded our money and valuables, their intentions unmistakably malicious. Despite the palpable threat looming over us, we maintained our composure, silently communicating a shared determination to survive this harrowing situation. An opportunity presented itself when the criminals were momentarily distracted, and seizing that fleeting moment, we acted swiftly. With hearts pounding and adrenaline coursing through our veins, we made a daring escape, slipping away from the clutches of danger. Racing against time, we fled to the nearest public space, where safety lay within reach. There, amidst trembling hands, we urgently contacted the authorities, relaying every detail of the terrifying encounter. The swift response of the police was a beacon of hope in our moment of distress. Their efficiency and dedication were unwavering as they swiftly apprehended the culprits, including the deceitful cab driver and his cohorts. Relief washed over us, mingled with gratitude for our narrow escape from the clutches of danger. This ordeal served as a poignant reminder of the importance of vigilance, especially when navigating unfamiliar territories. It underscored the significance of staying alert and cautious, even in seemingly routine situations. Furthermore, it highlighted the indispensable role of cooperation with law enforcement, emphasizing the collective responsibility to ensure the safety and well-being of all individuals within a community. Our journey through Spain had taken an unexpected turn, but our resilience in the face of adversity and our unwavering unity had proven to be our greatest strengths. As we resumed our exploration of this beautiful country, we carried with us not just the memories of its cultural richness, but also a newfound appreciation for the value of caution and swift action in times of crisis. As I embarked on my journey to explore the vibrant and culturally rich city of Bangkok, I had anticipated a whirlwind of exotic experiences and enchanting sights. From the bustling streets adorned with colorful markets to the serene temples exuding tranquility, I was eager to immerse myself in this captivating city. One evening, as dusk settled over the city, I found myself strolling through the labyrinthine alleys of the bustling city center. The narrow lanes were adorned with quaint shops, and the distant sounds of chatter and laughter echoed through the streets. Little did I know that this evening would unfold into a moment that would etch itself into my memory. Lost in the mesmerizing charm of Bangkok, I was abruptly pulled from my reverie when a group of local teenagers approached me. Initially, their presence seemed innocuous, but as they encircled me with eerie smiles, their intentions became alarmingly clear. My heart raced as they demanded my wallet and valuables, their eyes glinting with mischief and malintent. Caught off guard and gripped by fear, I felt a surge of adrenaline coursing through me. In that moment, my instincts urged me to stand my ground. With a racing mind and trembling hands, I made a split-second decision. I refused to succumb to their demands without a fight. Summoning every ounce of courage, I let out a piercing cry, a desperate plea for help that echoed through the quiet streets. It was a call not just for assistance, but a rallying cry to pierce the veil of silence that surrounded us. The commotion and my desperate outcry startled the would-be robbers, causing them to falter in their nefarious plans. The prospect of attracting unwanted attention seemed to sow seeds of fear in their hearts, prompting a hasty retreat as they melted away into the shadows of the alleyways. The sudden outburst had not gone unnoticed. Passers-by, drawn by the cacophony, hurried towards the scene. Their concerned faces a testament to the power of communal solidarity in times of distress. With gratitude flooding my heart, I recounted the harrowing encounter to the bystanders who had gathered, their empathy and support serving as a comforting balm to my shaken nerves. Together, we swiftly reached out to the authorities, and the swift response of the police coupled with the collective efforts of the community led to the apprehension of the culprits. Justice prevailed in the very neighborhood where the brazen attempt had taken place. As I reflected on that intense and defining moment, I realized the profound lesson it had etched into my soul. In the face of adversity, resilience and the unwavering resolve to seek help from those around us can shatter the veil of fear. It was a stark reminder that amidst uncertainty, there exists a beacon of hope, the willingness of strangers to stand together and extend a helping hand. The incident left an indelible mark, not just reminding me of the darker facets that could lurk beneath the surface of any city, but reinforcing my belief in the innate kindness and compassion that threads humanity together. It reaffirmed my faith in the collective goodness of people and the power of unity to overcome adversity. In the end, Bangkok remained a city of contrasts, a tapestry woven with both the splendor of its cultural tapestry and the resilience of its people, a place where the strength of community prevails in the face of adversity. And as I continued my journey, I carried with me not just the memories of its beauty, but also the invaluable lesson in fortitude and human solidarity. As a tourist, I was ecstatic to immerse myself in Brazil's vibrant culture and explore its breathtaking landscapes. From the moment I landed, the country's charm captivated me. Little did I know that a single night's walk would spiral into an unforeseen nightmare, altering the course of my trip. The sultry Brazilian evening beckoned me to wander through the streets, eager to soak in the sights and sounds of this mesmerizing country. However, in a blink of an eye, my picturesque stroll turned into a harrowing ordeal. Unwittingly, I found myself treading through an unsafe neighborhood, the air thick with an unspoken tension. As I navigated the unfamiliar streets, shadows seemed to lengthen, and the ambience shifted ominously. Suddenly, I sensed a presence behind me, a group of locals, their intent palpable. Panic surged within me as they closed in, demanding my valuables with menacing authority. In a whirlwind of fear and desperation, I attempted to flee, my heart pounding in my chest. But their numbers and determination were overwhelming. In a frenzy to escape, I found myself surrounded, their demands growing more aggressive with each passing second. I pleaded for mercy, explaining my status as a tourist, hoping for empathy in their eyes. Yet, my words fell on deaf ears as the situation escalated. In the chaos that ensued, I was subjected to a brutal assault, robbed of my belongings, and left unconscious on the unforgiving pavement. Time blurred as I drifted in and out of consciousness, my body battered and broken. The minutes stretched into an eternity until mercifully, kind souls stumbled upon me, their horrified gasps piercing the eerie silence of the night. They swiftly summoned help, and an ambulance rushed me to safety. My journey took an unexpected turn as I found myself confined to a hospital bed, my body a canvas of pain and bruises. The road to recovery was long and arduous, each day a battle against both physical agony and the haunting memories of that fateful night. News of the incident reverberated, sparking widespread concern and outrage among locals and authorities. It ignited a fervent discussion on the safety of tourists in Brazil, shedding light on the darker underbelly lurking beneath the country's allure. Amidst my recovery, I became an unwitting advocate, impassioned by the urgent need for enhanced safety measures and awareness for travelers exploring unfamiliar territories. My story became a catalyst for change, prompting authorities to tighten security and launch campaigns aimed at educating tourists about potential risks. Despite the adversity I faced, I emerged with a newfound purpose. I became deeply involved in initiatives advocating for the safety of fellow travelers abroad, determined to prevent others from enduring a similar ordeal. My experience served as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance, preparedness, and understanding the potential dangers that can lurk in the shadows of any adventure. Though my journey to Brazil began with hope and excitement, it took an unexpected turn, leading me down a path I never anticipated. Yet, through resilience and a commitment to change, I found solace in turning a traumatic experience into a beacon of awareness and a call for action, ensuring that travelers embark on their journeys well-informed and safeguarded against the unknown. As a tourist in Japan, my journey was a mosaic of cultural marvels and enchanting landscapes. The allure of Japan's history and modernity blended seamlessly in every corner I explored. Yet, amidst the splendor of this captivating nation, an unexpected tale unfolded, etching itself into the memories of those involved. The year was 2018, and I found myself amid a group of jovial friends exploring the lively streets of Japan. Our evening commenced with the aroma of delectable dishes at a local restaurant, our laughter echoing through the night as we set out on a leisurely bike ride. The city's pulsating energy filled the air as we pedaled through the labyrinth of streets, each turn revealing a new facet of Japan's charm. However, our euphoria was abruptly shattered by a chilling encounter. Emerging from the shadows, a group of figures blocked our path, their intentions masked by the darkness. Panic seized us as their demands for cash and our prized bicycles reverberated through the night. Frantically, we attempted to evade their grasp, but their persistence prevailed, plunging us into a nightmarish confrontation. With swift brutality, the situation escalated, leaving us battered and robbed of our belongings. The shock of the assault reverberated through our beings as we sought refuge in the embrace of the hospital's sterile walls. Bruised and shaken, we grappled with the trauma of the ordeal, clinging to the hope of justice in the face of despair. Summoning our resolve, we reached out to the authorities, imploring them to right the wrongs inflicted upon us. The diligent officers took charge of the investigation, determined to unravel the mystery behind the heinous act that marred our night of revelry. Days stretched into weeks, each moment pregnant with uncertainty and trepidation. Yet, amidst the turmoil, a glimmer of hope emerged. Through unwavering dedication and relentless pursuit, law enforcement managed to apprehend some of the perpetrators, their capture signaling a ray of hope amid the darkness. The wheels of justice began their slow churn as the legal proceedings commenced. The courtroom became the stage where our tale unfolded, our voices resonating with the echoes of the harrowing experience. The trial was a crucible, testing our resilience as we confronted the perpetrators and sought closure for the anguish inflicted upon us. Witnessing the judicial process unfold was both cathartic and agonizing. The weight of our ordeal bore heavy on our shoulders, yet the solidarity among us, the camaraderie forged in adversity, served as a beacon of strength. Finally, the gavel fell, delivering the long-awaited verdict. The perpetrators faced the consequences of their actions, their guilt laid bare, before the eyes of justice. It was a moment of closure, a bittersweet culmination to a chapter filled with pain and uncertainty. As a tourist immersed in Japan's beauty and allure, this unforeseen narrative added depth to my journey. It was a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the resilience of the human spirit. Japan's vibrant tapestry remained unchanged, its allure undiminished by the shadows that briefly darkened our path. The experience served as a testament to the unwavering pursuit of justice, the strength found in unity, and the resilience that blossoms amidst adversity. It was a chapter in my travelogue that, though unexpected and tumultuous, ultimately highlighted the indomitable spirit that defines both Japan and the human heart.